is critical for a strong financial industry.
This administration.
Thank you very much.
Remittance.
We'll be commencing, and it's fitting to begin by recognizing already some of our very distinguished members of the audience. Everybody here is indeed very distinguished and accomplished. In no particular order, muna farin cikin samun tare da mu yau Alhaji Aminu Bizi, chairman in Bizi Pay. Ina Alhaji Aminu Bizi yake? Akwai Ambassador Alhaji Awalu Gabari Jakada, chairman general Kan Traders Association. Akwai Abdullahi Labaran daga FRSC Kano. Akwai Deputy Controller of Customs in charge of Revenue, Nigeria Customs Service, Kano Jigawa Area Command. Akwai Alhaji Zagi Adamu. Akwai harwa yau Ambassador Kabiru Musa, wanda shine Vice President na Beirut Road Market. Today akwai manyan baki a nan tare da mu da dukansu muna farin cikin kasancewarsu tare da mu. Muna da Habib. We're starting. And so we are going to commence proceedings now, and I want to welcome you all once again formally to this very important public engagement session being organized by the Central Bank of Nigeria to meet the people of Kano. It is tagged the CBN Fair. The theme of this engagement is driving alternative payment channels as tools for financial inclusion, growth, and accelerated economic development. We are very pleased to have you here in our midst today, our esteemed guests and stakeholders. And on this note, I'm going to be inviting the members of the high table. Please, I'd like you to put your hands together for babban masaukin baki, mai saukan baki a nan kuma jagora a sashin da ke kula da wayar ma a al'umma da kai da kuma tattaunawa da al'umma gaba ɗaya a madadin babban bankin ƙasa, Hajiya Hakama Sidi Ali. Let's get the ushers that are leading the people. We should come, yes. Hajiya ‘yarku ce ga ta nan a gida, ta ce wannan ba za a yi shi ba tare da ku ba. Hajiya, muna miki barka da zuwa. Tare da ita akwai jagoran sashin jihar Kano na babban bankin ƙasa, Udatu Muhammad. Allah kun ga jagoran tafiya gaba ɗaya Hajiya, haka ma ga jagoran babban bankin ƙasa jihar Kano, ita ma Hajiya Saud Muhammad. Akwai masana wanda mukan kira su subject matter experts or resource persons, waɗanda yau mun gayyato su za su yi mana ƙarin bayani akan fannoni daban-daban na ayyukan babban bankin ƙasa. To a cikinsu akwai Mrs. Gambo Hamamatu wanda ita fito daga Payment Systems Department, Payment Systems Policy Department. Please, let's welcome Mrs. Gambo Hamamatu. We also have babban mai gidana ne wannan. Alhaji Bello Lawali, shi kuma ya fito daga department ɗin da muke kira Other Financial Institutions Department. Please, let's welcome technical. Come and do something about this media microphone. So, well, just get your best fit. What do you want to do? You want it so that it doesn't
have something here so that you can.
So let's. Yes, so that just a bit.
Okay, please, maybe you can put your books here.
Is it it's not going to be enough?
This one. So it's enough. If you are going to leave it like this, you're going to
Okay. So we have also Alhaji Usman Umar, wanda ya fito daga Currency Operations and Branch Management Department. Ina mai gida Alhaji Usman Umar yake. Da a nemo Saddauna. We also have Mr. Edevi Kome from Financial Markets Department and Mrs. Zoera Aliu from Consumer Protection and Financial Inclusion Department. Please, let's bring them up to the high table quickly. Hajiya Zoera, barkanki da zuwa. Ke aka turo don san ki ba zazzagiya ce? To. Lieutenant Colonel I Echo is the Garrison Commander, 3 Brigade Nigeria Army Kano. Please, let's welcome the senior officer to the high table. Osha, please do that. Alongside ACP UC Chika of the Nigerian Police Force Kano. Please, let's welcome him and Alhaj. And then I have the State Director of NOA. Go here, Kano State. NOA is a critical partner. Alhaji Rabiu Ado. Alhaji Rabiu Ado, State Director, National Orientation Agency. But do you block? Maybe. What do we do? In our State Director, Account State Director, then Kuma, last and not the least. Okay. Orientation Agency, please go. Alhaji Umar Sharif Muazu, Chairman Kurmi Market. Sai kuma a tare da mu akwai Saliu A. Umar, National President, Association of Mobile Money Operators of Nigeria. Our National President is here. National Association of Mobile Money Operators of Nigeria. We welcome you, Alhaj Abubakar Kurfi, NCC Coordinator, Kano. Habib. Okay, sunayen kenan ko? See, let me go and get his name. No, akwai sunayen South Market. Shine mai glass. Main sunan shi. But I don't think Alhaji yau.
But I want you to
Please, let's get this thing properly.
It's very simple. If
you cannot keep it because I'll be moving my. Okay. Let's find something to.
we need the name of that chairman. And the shake it. You get? Because of the name.
Let me just hold on. Let's give it. I'll let them come on the paper. This one is one.
Nobody can.
All right. The customs. Okay, this is the one that shows. Okay, Alhaji Zagi Adamu. Ushers, please do the needful.
Chairman, wai sai hau sama ne ko recognition ne? National chairman. I'm on mobile phone. Okay, yeah, okay.
Tech. Oh, thank you very much. We are now going to specially recognize when you talk financial inclusion and you are in Kano, you know you are talking commerce. Yes, we want to recognize some very important and leading stakeholders from the market community in Kano. Akwai Alhaji Yawu Karas, tsohon chairman Kurmi Market, kuma tsohon SSA na Market Affairs. Allah jama'a, ina Alhaji Yawu yake? A tafa jama'a su ganshi? So baya nan. Okay, please lead him to the sitting area. Barrister Zakari Junaidu, Kano Market. Barrister Zakari Junaidu daga Kano Market Chairman's Forum. Ina da Allah, Barrister Zakari should stand up for recognition. Then Alhaji Alhaji Murtala Ketawa, muna marhaba da zuwanka wannan filin taron. Alhaji Yusuf Nabahani, shi ma har wa yau yana cikin manyan baki da muka samo manyan shugabannin 'yan kasuwa. Akwai Alhaji Sabiu Bako, bai samu karasawa ba tukunna. Alhaji Ibrahim Chairman Good Leadership Awareness Kano, da Awalu Okay, mashallah. Awalu me gwado. So, in a gathering of this nature, we have a varied array of stakeholders. Everybody is very respectfully welcome. Please, let's start like we always do for our national engagements. Habib, the national anthem and the national prayer, same time. Please, let's have that at this point. If technical is not ready, core members, I'm coming to you specially. You don't think I have not mentioned
To the Nigerian national anthem, Mr. Albert Congo raises the flag of the new nation.
But in brotherhood we stand. I choose all and God to serve our sovereign motherland. Our duty shall be a symbol, truth and justice reign. It's all battle that is we command's day. Wonderful of valor we are staying. Oh God, transgressions are wandering, but the bottom build on death, where no man is on track. And the sun is on you. I give your head, I
Thank you very much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, first I apologize on behalf of the organizers of this event, the Central Bank of Nigeria, through the Corporate Communications Department in collaboration with other departments, that we're beginning behind schedule. Distinguished guests, esteemed stakeholders, we warmly welcome our broad array of stakeholders, representatives of deposit money banks, representatives of fintechs, mobile money operators, public servants, civil servants. But I want to leave the most important recognition at this point for the gentlemen in uniform, not the senior persons in front of the hall, but the largest population of Nigerian citizens here represented. Copper, we. These gentlemen, and you know there are no ladies in the call, are a representation of what we seek to be as a country. from far and wide, under the sun and in the rain. They are here in Kano offering service, and they are here to listen, and we are very pleased to. Please put your hands together for yourselves, gentlemen, core members. And so every generation is given moments that define its direction. Moments when vision must meet courage, and when dialogue must give birth to destiny. Today, in the historic city of Kano, a city of enterprise and endurance, we have gathered to merge ideas and prosperity under the auspices of the CBN Fair 2025. Distinguished guests, look around you. You feel the energy, the ideas, the ambition of our youth. This is the heartbeat of progress. And that means that this is more than a gathering. Today's event is an awakening of possibilities to deepen trust between the Central Bank of Nigeria, an accountable, people responsive institution, and the citizens of Nigeria that it serves. This gathering seeks to illuminate the pathways of innovation, financial inclusion, and sustainable growth. But today I tell you, our esteemed guests, it's not about speeches alone or presentations. It is about economic enlightenment. It is a reflection of our desire to see every Nigerian citizen find a seat at the table of possibility. For you to do that, you must be informed. And the Central Bank of Nigeria has come to meet you at your destinations. It is with this spirit that I welcome you to a day of insight, a day of engagement and inspiration, the CBN Fair 2025 here in the historic city of Kano. With your kind permission, our esteemed guests, let us set this journey in motion as we unveil the very first item on today's transformative program. It is our hope that you will not only listen, but you will respond. You will ask questions, you will interrogate, and you will give suggestions. For that is the way that we will collectively have made a step forward in the progress of our nation. My name is Dr. Mohammed Haruna, your host and anchor, and together we will have a very rewarding time here, I can guarantee you. And to get us starting, it is my pleasure to invite for the welcome remarks Hajia Saudatu Mohammed, who is the acting branch controller, CBN Kano. Please, let's welcome the acting BC. Thank you. Whilst I was commencing the program, I observed more participants were coming in. We welcome you all very warmly. Kano, we are very happy with your turnout. We hope at the end of it, we'll also have had very, very robust conversations together. Bisima, want to step carefully? Okay, thank you.
Okay. Acting Director, Corporate Communications Department, executives, and other colleagues, invited guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you all. On behalf of CBN Kano Branch and the organizing committee, it is my distinct honor and pleasure to welcome all of you to the CBN Sensitization Fair for Kano State, encompassing the theme, Driving Alternative Payment Channels as Tools for Financial Inclusion, Growth, and Accelerated Economic Development. As always, the Central Bank of Nigeria is unwavering in its commitment to providing inclusive growth and sustainable economic development. To that aim, today's fair is dedicated to enlightening the public on CBN's current initiatives covering payment system evolutions, consumer protection, financial inclusion, clean notes policy, and much, much more. This event has been organized as a platform to interact with members of the public in an effort to deepen financial inclusion as a means of achieving sustainable economic growth and stability in the country. We are truly honored to be hosting this event, and we appreciate the time and effort you have put into being here today. I urge all of you to participate actively and prepare any questions you may have to be addressed by the experts presenting here today. I wish us all a fruitful and interactive session. Once again, you are all most welcome, and we thank you for honoring us with your presence. Thank you.
Thank you. Please, let's put our hands together one more time for Hajia Saudatu Muhammad, the Acting Branch Controller, Central Bank of Nigeria, Kano. Before we move on, let me also acknowledge, I said we have a wide, and that is why if you see our high table, it is reflecting the spectrum we have here in the audience and of our society. From the Bayero University, Kano, academia, our higher institution of repute, we have Associate Professor Barrister Aliu Mustafa, HOD Islamic Law. Please let, he is leading this delegation here. We have Professor Aminu Nasser, HOD Animal Science, Bayero University, Kano. We have the MD Microfinance Bank, Bayero University, Kano, Alhaji Abbagaya. We have Dr. Binta Abba, HOD Education Foundation, Right Education Foundation, I think, Bayero University, Kano. We have Abubakar Yakasei, Desk Officer, Quality Assurance, Bayero University, Kano. We have Nazifi Idris Yunusa from the University Library, Bayero University, Kano. We are very pleased to have this high-powered delegation from the Bayero University, Kano. At this point, I'm going to be inviting for the keynote remarks of this gathering, the team lead, organizer-in-chief of this program, and the acting director, Corporate Communications Department, Hajia Hakama Sidi Ali Takuche. Please, let's put our hands together as the acting director comes to make her presentation.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, kindly permit me to stand on the existing protocol already established. On behalf of the Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Mr. Olayemi Kadosu, I welcome you all to the Central Bank of Nigeria Fair. The fair is designed as a platform to interact with members of the public on the policies of the CBN for sustainable economic growth and development of Nigeria. The theme of the fair, driving alternative payment channels as tools for financial inclusion, growth, and accelerated economic development, was carefully chosen to address the links that catalyze small and medium enterprises and other critical activities for the much needed price stability. The management of the Central Bank of Nigeria, under the leadership of Mr. Olayemi Kadoso, is committed to stimulating productivity and financial inclusiveness, as well as delivering on its core mandates of monetary and price stability. These efforts have already started yielding fruits. which include increase of inflows of foreign investments, positive trade balances, and remarkable progress in financial inclusion. Since assuming office 2 years ago, the governor has spearheaded several key policies to strengthen the financial system. This include unification of the exchange rate to minimize arbitrage opportunities and reduce volatility in the exchange rate market, and clear over $7 billion of verified backlog. Bank recapitalization. This is to strengthen the resilience and global competitiveness of the banking sector, positioning it to support the $1 trillion economy. The launch of the non-resident bank verification number, the RBVN, to connect Nigerians abroad with home banking. The kickstart of the framework for the Nigerian Payment System Vision 2028 to accelerate digital transformation, deepen financial inclusion, and strengthen Nigeria's position in global payment system. To further protect bank customers and strengthen consumer confidence, the CBN launched the Unified Complaints Tracking System to streamline the management of consumer complaints against financial institutions. Along this side, the USSD code *959# was introduced for verified licensed institution and enhancing transparency in the Nigerian financial sector. The core objective of this engagement, therefore, is to sensitize members of the public on the bank policies that enhance their lives and livelihood and contribute to the growth and development of the Nigerian economy. I urge everyone here to rely only on information dissemination through the verified official channels of the Central Bank of Nigeria. This includes the CBN website of www.cbn.gov.ng, our Facebook at CBN, on X, that's the Twitter at CBN, on YouTube at CBN, on Instagram at Central Banking. And also to encourage you to respect and keep the Naira clean. Do not spray, hawk, mutilate, or counterfeit the Naira. It is our critical national symbol. Our dedicated team is on hand to take you through presentations on different operations of the bank, ranging from the recent innovations in the Nigerian payment system, microfinance subsector activity, developments in the foreign exchange market, protection of financial consumers, and all you need to know about the Nigerian Naira. I urge you all to participate actively, prepare your questions, which our team will address at the end of this presentation. A ƙarshe, a madadin shugaban babban bankin Najeriya, Mr. Olayemi Kadoso, ina muku lale da marhaban da zuwa wannan muhimmin taro, ina kuma miƙa godiya saboda amsa gayyata da kuka yi zuwa wannan taro. Kanawan Dabo, Kano ta Dabo Cigari, cibiyar kasuwanci, Kano Jalla babbar Hausa, ko da me ka zo an fika. Ina muku lale marhaban, ai taro lafiya.
To kuma sai ku tafa ma Hajiya. Hajiyar CBN taku ce. Aga akwai gidan talabijin da suke cewa taku ce ko to. Jama'a, we are moving on, and very quickly, just so that we start the session, we are going to have few goodwill messages, and we are going to commence with the National President Association of Mobile Money Operators of Nigeria, AMON. Mr. President, in 1 minute, let's have your goodwill message to this program. And thereafter, we'll be having the National Orientation Agency, critical stakeholders, also in a minute to have your goodwill message.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. Uh, I want to start on existing protocols. Good morning, all. I want to use this 1 minute, a very important 1 minute, to pass a very important message. CBN, as the mother of all banking activities, is doing well, and this kind of gathering is giving a lot of opportunities of interaction and forwarding messages back and forth so that the community and the people will get what they want. We, as Association of Mobile Money Operators of Nigeria, my name is Saliu A. Umar, representing Ammon. We have some key information or complaint or a message to pass. And this is a great opportunity for that. As POS operators, we are now part and backbone of the economy. We ease activities of the communities. We can all witness how banks are now finding it easy with crowds because of our contributions in the community. But there are some little challenges we are facing recently with some changes and improvements, which are good as well, but need to be looked upon. The limits on POS transactions to 1.2 is really affecting people, not us, because we are serving the people. And we also want, oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
President, you know you are my president also. Next, we are going to have Ambassador Alhaji Awalu Gabari, Jakada. She is a goodwill message a madadin 'yan kasuwa gaba ɗaya su kenan. Ambassador.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wa sallallahu ala nabiyil karim. Manyan baki, darakta suna CBN, manyan 'yan kasuwa, manyan jami'an tsaro. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. Alal haƙiƙa wannan rana ce mai girma wacce ta haɗa kowa da kowa a nan jihar mu ta Kano mai albarka, wanda muke ƙoƙarin in Allah ya yarda sakamakon wannan taro mai albarka mu 'yan kasuwar jihar Kano Allah ya kawo mana mafita daga cikin tsare-tsaren da muke. Muna gode wa Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wannan babban banki namu CBN da kuma directors ɗinsu da shugabansu gabaki ɗaya, wanda ya tabbatar da cewar ina tare da 'yan kasuwar jihar Kano. Alal haƙiƙa mu 'yan jihar Kano ba abin da muka sani sai kasuwanci. 98% na jama'ar Kano 'yan kasuwa ne, kuma kasuwanci ba zai ci gaba ba sai da wannan babban banki da kuma tabbatar da tsaro. Wannan ne abin da zai kawo mana ci gaba. Alhamdulillahi, kamar yadda kowa ya sani, mu jihar Kano muna cikin yanayi na buƙatar addu'a da kuma taimako na wannan babban banki namu. Allah mun gode, shugaban ƙasa ya yi mana abin da ya dace. Kukan da yake cewar kullum in ya ji abin da yake faruwa a arewa baya jin daɗi, saboda tsadar kayan abinci da tsadar rayuwa, wani dalilin wannan kowa shaida ne. Shugaban ƙasa ya taimaka gurin karya farashin abinci, kuma ya ce nan gaba ma za a ƙara karya farashin don a tabbatar inganci na rayuwa, kamar inda ake cewa a arewa kusan bai komai ba. Domin mun shaidar cewar in Allah ya yarda ya yi iya abin da yi, kuma yanzu zai yi abin da yake a baya. A al'ummar jihar Kano ina tabbatar mana da cewar wata gaba ta zo wacce za a taimaki 'yan kasuwa da kasuwanci a jihar Kano. Tunda Allah ya azurta mu, muhimmin abin da yake gabanmu yake ta mana da hankali shine abin da ya shafi tsaro. A kullum muna yabawa mai girma AIG Zone 1 da mai girma CP na Kano da Darakta DSS an yi abubuwa kamar inda aka sani in aka yi bikin takutaha da wuya a wayi gari ba a ce an kashe mutum 30, 50, 20 ba. Amma alhamdulillahi an yi wannan biki lafiya an kuma gama lafiya sakamakon gudunmawa da muka samu ta tsaro. Muna godiya saboda karancin lokaci. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu.
Mun gode kwarai ambassador. Akwai wakili mai girma gwamna wato SA on Cooperatives, Honorable Jamilu Abbas. Honorable J. Abbas da Allah, Honorable Special Advisor to the Governor on Cooperatives, wanda kuma ya roki uzuri yana da wani taro so kawai, he's going to deliver his goodwill message to this event immediately, and then you can take your leave, sir. Please, let's welcome the SA to the Governor of Kano State on Cooperatives. You are most welcome. You are welcome to the podium. We'll have your 1 minute of goodwill message so that you can attend to your engagement. Thank you.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Ina amfani da wannan dama in wa dukkanin mahalarta taron nan sallama irin ta addinin musulunci. A madadin gwamnatin jihar Kano da mai girma gwamna, mu ne wa kowa fatan alkhairi da kuma murnar samun damar halartar wannan taro lafiya. Idda Allah ya kawo kowa lafiya, Allah ya mai da kowa gidansa lafiya. Muhimman abubuwan da za a tattauna a gurin nan, Allah ya sa al'umma su amfani da kunnen basira, su saurare shi, su kuma yi aiki da shi, kuma zama ya taɓa al'umma jihar Kano kai tsaye baki ɗaya. Bayan haka kuma ‘ya'yan uwana ‘yan ƙungiya, ‘ya'yan uwana ‘yan kasuwa, ‘ya'yan uwana masu kishin Kano, ya jami'an tsaro da ke wannan guri, musamman kastam da suke taimakawa ‘yan kasuwa wajen kula da hada-hadar kasuwanci da tantance kayan da suke halattattu wajen shigowa wannan jiha tamu mai albarka. Muna kira a gare ku, muna kuma godiya ku ba wa 'yan kasuwa haɗin kai, 'yan kasuwa kuma ku ba hukumomin kwastam haɗin kai domin a samar da abin da zai zama babu wata larura ko wata matsala yayin da aka shigo da shi, kamar yadda suka saba ba 'yan kasuwar jihar Kano goyon baya da haɗin kai, za su ci gaba da yi kuma za a yi abin da ya kamata. A hannu guda kuma ina godiya ga babban bankin tarayyar Najeriya wajen samar da wannan jadawali da kowa zai zo iga abin da babban bankin ƙasa isa a gaba, musamman a tallafa wa 'yan kasuwa da masu ƙananan masana'antu da kuma masu ƙananan sana'o'i. Ba da bayan haka dukkanin al'ummar da suka samu damar wannan tallafi ya je hannunsu, ina kira a gare su su yi amfani da shi ta hanyar da ya kamata. Manyan 'yan kasuwa su lura su kuma jawo 'yan ƙananan 'yan kasuwa domin su tarbiyyantar da su yadda ake kasuwanci na ba cuta ba cutarwa. Domin idan manyan sun gama, ƙananan ne muke sa ran za su zo su hawo gurbinsu. Ba za su hau gurbinsu ba sai an tarbiyyantar da su hanyoyin da manyan suka bi. Ina kuma ƙara kira ga cewar dukkanin wanda ya tsinci kanshi a wani gurbi na hallin ko kuma karɓar wani lamuni daga banki, kar ya je ya yi amfani da shi a hidimar bukatunsa na yau da kullum. Yi ƙoƙari ya jawo 'yan uwa ko na ƙasa da shi su haɗu su yi abin da ya kamata domin a ririta wannan jari ya zama wani abu ne da zai taimaki rayuwarsa da jihar Kano kai tsaye. Ba da bayan haka gwamnatin jihar Kano a shirye take ta bada dukkanin gudunmawa da zai tallafi ƙananan 'yan kasuwa, kuma da tsaro da mutunci da mutuntawa da kare darajarsu da martabarsu. To, assalamu alaikum. Mai gabatar da taro ya ce in takaita bayani na, amma zan rufe da fatan Allah ya mai da kowa gidansa lafiya, Allah kuma isa wannan abu da za a tattauna ya amfani mu kai tsaye. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you very much, SA. Whilst he was speaking, I recognized the presence of Chairman National Association of Microfinance Banks, Kano State Chapter, Jamilu El Yakub, and the representative of the Commandant National Security and Civil Defense Corps, Kano State Command. Yes, say that before the representative of the state government came in, NOA, we are going to take you, and I think we'll just take NOA in a minute, and the representative of the Bayero University, and we'll just wrap up the goodwill messages so that we can get into the business session. NOA, 1 minute. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatu. I welcome you to this important event and I wish everybody a successful deliberation. I'm representing the Director, National Orientation Agency. National Orientation Agency is a federal government institution saddled with the responsibility of enlightenment, sensitization, and reorientation of value. Today being the 16th September is a national day. That is the National Ordinance Day, the National Symbols Day. And the Nigerian currency is one of the national symbols. Together with the national constitution, the national pledge, the national anthem, the coat of arms, the national flag, they are all national symbols. In regards to the Naira, we call with the Central Bank of Nigeria for the masses and everybody in general to handle the Naira right. That is, you should not crumble it. Whenever you are handling the Naira, you should respect it as a national symbol. I wish everybody a very successful deliberation. We have offices in whole of the Federation, 774 local government offices. If you need any information on any national issue, you can contact any of our national orientation offices in the state. That is all over the 44 local government areas. I wish you good luck. Thank you.
NOA, our importance. And finally, let's welcome the representative of Aero University, the scholars that have come in here. I'm sure it was the barrister Aliu Mustafa, right? HOD Islamic Law, BUK. Please, let's have your goodwill message in a minute, Professor. Yes.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. I wish to formally recognize the representatives of the CBN and the organizers. And on behalf of Bayero University Kano, we wish to welcome all of you, the participants, and we wish you a successful deliberation. And we are here to witness and participate in all the discussions. And I wish to state that as a lawyer in the making, I am particularly impressed by the Bank Customers Bill of Rights. And I want to particularly call on CBN to translate this right into the major languages, Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba language, for the consumption of all the customers of all the commercials and non-commercial banks in Nigeria. Because knowing your rights at a customer is the starting point. And I wish that the forum can do more in trying to interpret this right into all the major Nigerian languages, and in collaboration with the Nigerian, the NOA and other medias, this right can be escalated so that each and every one of us will know our rights and will benefit. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I would like to thank you and thank all the other speakers. I indeed thank every member of the high table. Thank all of you who is seated in this hall. We must make progress now, move on to the business session. Now I'm going to call for the photo session. So we are going to welcome all these our esteemed members. Please. Oh, 1 minute. Okay. Our long partner, I've just been drawing attention, BC Mobile. We started this all together several years ago. Please, agurguje aminti there. Azo ba munaka tsokacin. Minti there busy. Yawwa, second talati.
So Jama'a, assalamu alaikum. All protocols duly observed. I thank God to say and categorically tell you that when we started cashless with CBN, almost 2013, we brought the first POS in Kano State. We started POS in Kano State and all over Nigeria. Alhamdulillah, today, over 10,000 agents that are making money through POS are getting job in Nigeria. So I welcome this wonderful seminar. And I wish everybody will learn more on and listen on what the central bank is bringing. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Alhaji Busy. Those days we used to have practical demonstration. Busy yanzu ba practicals in nan ne kuma. Kowa ya iya yanzu. Lokutan ba iya bane. To masha Allah. Please let's welcome all the members. Da amma jama'a ni sai naga kaman mutane ba su ji daɗin kasancewar mu a wajen ba. Da Allah ta fama dukkan manyan bakin mu da suka yi jawabi. Let's put our hands together in a resounding manner. Yes. So now please let's welcome our esteemed members of the high table here. Let's have the photo session and we'll immediately commence the business session. Yes, please, ushers, let's welcome them. But after we come down, we are leading them because we want the guests to also follow presentations. You will take your seats now at this end of the hall. With this, we draw the curtains on the ceremonial aspect of the program and we'll start the business session proper. Yeah, no problem. Okay. We did that. All right, now what is happening is the photo session, the group photograph. At the end of the opening ceremonies, they will take their seat. We are going to be having our presentations here. We are going to be asking the presenters to make it brief. We are more interested in your interventions, the engagement. Tambayoyin da za ku yi, da kuma those feedback is what is critical. So let's be minded our guests and take their seats. Masu hoto, thank you very much. And Yenzu? Hello? Yes. So, thank you very much. So now we will be going to the presentations proper. We will Very good. So, distinguished invited guests, as a preamble, the essence of this engagement, I told you fundamentally, is feedback. How do you engage with the Central Bank of Nigeria? So in few minutes and short slides, an official of the Corporate Communications Department, in person of Malang Ali Liman, is going to take us through the communication platforms of the Central Bank of Nigeria. Head pops, we are ready. Chris, where is that other microphone? Up there. Okay, yes. Give it to him. Ushers, you've been directed to ensure that water is served to all our participants here. Yes. Thank you very much. Please listen attentively.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In the course of her presentation, in the course of the governor's speech that was delivered by Acting Director of Corporate Communications, Hajia Hakama Sidi Ali, she mentioned that the bank has social media presence, and she read out the names or the platforms belonging to the bank. So we felt it is necessary to do a walkthrough with you guys to take you through those social media pages so that the Z's among us, the useful ones, can actually avail themselves of the opportunity. And again, for anybody who is concerned with having a reliable information from the Central Bank of Nigeria, this is one sure way of doing that. So at a glance, we have the following social media platforms. We are on Facebook, and we are also on X, that is former Twitter. We are on Instagram. We are on LinkedIn. We are also on YouTube. So let's begin with the website where all the policies, all the publications, all the circulars of the bank are published firsthand. If you want to get any information fresh from the oven, this is where you can get it from. Please take a note of the spellings, the dots, and everything. If anything misses out from here, that does not belong to Central Bank of Nigeria. This is the essence of having this short discussion with you. At cbn.gov.ng. Next, please. This is okay. On X, where we have more than 1.5 followers, it's at Send Bank. At Send Bank. Just like Hajia mentioned in the governor's speech. Next. Okay, on Instagram, we have almost 200 followers. And Instagram, we all know, is a platform where videos are uploaded. So reliable how to do videos from the Central Bank are posted here. And the handle is at Central Bank NG. At Central Bank NG. Please take note of this. Next. Okay, on LinkedIn, for the academic minded, the members of academia, we have a LinkedIn page where serious academic discussions go on. So on LinkedIn, you can join us at Central Bank of Nigeria. At Central Bank of Nigeria. Don't miss the @ sign. Next one. Okay, YouTube. We post important videos. Right now, as we talk, as we have this discussion or this forum, we stream this live. So you can help by informing your friends out there that they can join this gathering via YouTube. There's a link posted already. So you can join us on YouTube via at SendBank, at SendBank, at SendBank. Please, we want as many people as possible to join us because we want to keep every Nigerian informed from top to bottom, as somebody says. Let's go. Okay, finally, Facebook, we have a little over 300,000 followers. It's at SendBank, at SendBank. at Sen Bank. Next. Okay, so much. We hope to have you there. Thank you.
Please, let's put our hands together for Mr. Liliman, who has taken us through. And I hope some of you have tried it out immediately. These platforms are there. They are yours to explore, and you certainly will be enriched, and you will get genuine information from them. Now, let's go to the presentations proper. Like I said, the presenters too are minded. We are very much interested in the feedback. So you will not be having professorial level lectures, but for essentials, fundamentals is what they will be delivering. To kick off starting is from Payment System Policy Department, from the Payment Systems Policy Department of the Central Bank of Nigeria. Please let's welcome Mrs. Gambo Hamamatu. Okay, yes, he's going to, yes, just wait.
No, don't worry. It's supposed to be.
Yeah, a pointer?
You like this?
You speak to it. All right.
But I need to look at the slides.
Jama'a saurara yanzu za ta gabatar da jawabi akan Nigerian payment system.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, dear colleagues and guests. My name is Hamamatu Gambo, as earlier said. I will be taking us through the Nigerian payment system initiatives. So it will be a very brief interaction. I will just go through and highlight what we have from the Central Bank of Nigeria. So I'm standing on the existing protocols. As earlier stated in the welcome address, the CBN has made some very laudable initiatives in terms of payment systems. So I'll be taking us through through those initiatives. So, some of the initiatives, not all, the agent banking initiative, the regulatory sandbox, the open banking, the cashless Nigeria drive, and the quick response code. In addition, we have the agent banking initiative, which is not stated here. Next slide, please. So the agent banking is essentially conducting banking services through an agent appointed by a financial institution. So for a financial institution, instead of opening a branch, which is very costly, and to reach more people, you can appoint an agent who will act on behalf of that institution. So the agent can open accounts, can collect cash deposits, and can do cash withdrawals. But he's acting on the mandate of the institution that appointed him. So for the agents, we have about two types. We have the normal agent and a super agent. A super agent can also appoint agents when he's appointed by a financial institution. A mobile money is just conducting banking services through devices like POS, your phone, and the rest. So you don't go to the institution where you do the transaction. I'm very sure we are all familiar with POS and ATM. Next slide, please. So these are some of the activities that are allowed for agent banking. As I've stated earlier, you can cash withdrawals, cash deposits, account opening, and minor services offered by the bank can be done through an agent. But you can't do Forex, you can't do advisory services. Those are not allowed. For all those kind of services, you have to go to the institution itself. Next slide. The regulatory sandbox is a new initiative to deepen the payment systems in Nigeria. What this is just if you have a new innovative idea that you want to try out, you can come to the sandbox, try it within a regulated environment to see how that idea works. So for the sandbox, you have to apply. There's a portal for the sandbox. You can try your innovative ideas there. And if the idea goes through, there will be a certificate issued to that innovator. And this helps innovators in the sense that you can try their new ideas and see how things are done. And also, it helps fasten the speed of how you bring your ideas or products to the market. So it's a very new initiative. I'm sure in the West African sub-region is only the Central Bank of Nigeria that has done a regulatory sandbox. We have conducted the first cohort. They are about to be graduated, and very soon the second cohort will be out and it will be announced to the public. Next slide. We have open banking, which is another new initiative. What the open banking initiative is talking about is that banks and other financial institutions can exchange data between them. There will be operability. So for example, if I'm a customer of a particular bank and I go to another financial institution to request for a service, and the bank, that financial institution can request my bank to know my history, how I conduct my business with them. And with my consent, they will give that financial institution my data. So in that way, the data within the financial system will be utilized by all participants. And it will hasten innovation, inclusiveness, and the cost of doing providing banking services by this financial institution will be lessened because the data they need is already within the system. So there are different categories for the open banking. We have participants that do not have a CBN license. There is a category of information that they can take. For participants that have gone through the CBN regulatory sandbox that we talked earlier on, there's also the kind of information that they can obtain. And for licensed payment service providers and other financial institutions that are licensed by the CBN, they have also the category of information that they can have. And for the deposit money banks too, they have the level of information that they can obtain. But to obtain this information, the consent of the customer will have to be provided, and they will need to tell you what you are walking into when you are signing that consent. Next slide. Cashless Nigeria. I'm sure we are all aware of the cashless drive by the CBN. The cashless drive is to reduce the cash in circulation, not to eliminate cash. So based on that, we capped withdrawal limits daily and weekly, and as well as over-the-counter checks for third parties. But the essence is to allow people to embrace other alternative channels of payments, which might be quicker, more efficient, and less risky given our security situation in the country. Next slide. We have other channels that we haven't talked about. The POS, I'm sure we are all familiar with that. The ATM, we are familiar with that too. Internet banking is a familiar channel. We have the quick response code, which is one of the contactless channels of payment. You can just use a QR code to make payments instead of inserting your card in an ATM also. And the mobile money and the contactless and the USSD. So on the ATM, I would like to expatiate more. We have the ATM guidelines that are going to be issued very soon to enhance the operations of the ATMs in the country and what ATMs can do and what ATMs are not allowed to do, so to say. The quick response code, I have already spoken about it, is a quicker way of making payments, but it's also an initiative that is coming on board. Some are already using, there's a guideline issued on that, but it's not so widely used by the populace yet. Excellent. So in all, based on what we have spoken in the welcome speech, all these initiatives are to give us alternative means of payment, not to just rely on cash. This will help to deepen our financial system, also make more people to embrace financial payments and make it easier for everybody. So thank you for listening to me.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you very much, Mrs. Hamamo Chugambo from the Payment System Policy Department. We thank you. Jama'a Hajja ta yi nata bayani, and I'm sure a good base of the audience have understood her. Amma Kano muke, so muke duk wanda ya tattake zo na ya fahimci abin da aka ce. Yanzu zan gayyaci ɗan uwa abokin tafiyanmu Alhaji Aminu Busy taho mana. Babu taron CBN ba ga Busy ba. To Busy, ni dai a takaice Hajja dai ta yi jawabi. Kawai dai na ji ana ta mobile money agent banking wane ne. Ni ga ni nan na taho da kasuwan kurmi. Yi man bayani, wai menene ta faɗa ne?
To, jama'a assalamu alaikum. Na farko dai jama'a sai da Allah shine zamani. Za a yi da cewar da babu ma kuɗin. Mun samu labari kakanninmu sun gaya mana cewar cinikin wuri ake yi. Idan ka zo ka sai abinci sai dai ka ba da wuri a baka abinci. Aka wayi gari aka zo tsarin cewar kakanninmu sun gaya mana akwai nai ko da sauran ƙananan kuɗaɗe. An wayi gari aka zo CBN ta zo da tsarin taro CC da sauransu don mun samu labari. A takaice abin da ake so a ce shine Allah shine zamani. Kuma duk abin da CBN za ta yi ta riga ta yi kuma tana yi akan jama'a su fahimci cewar za fa a wayi gari. Za fa a wayi gari kuɗin ma ba za a gan shi ba. Shine gaskiyar lamari. Me yasa ake magana shine bankin nan shine hanya mafi sauƙi ka biya a biya ka. Ba ka da buƙatar ka dinga ɗaukar millions of naira kana tafiya wani ce kana siyo kaya niki-niki. Ka haɗa kanka da aiki. Amma zamani ya zo cewar fiya wata in za ka siya naira 20, saboda jama'a za su yi da cewar yanzu naira 10, naira 5, naira 20 sun yi kaɗan, ba a ganin su. Allah shi ne zamani. Wannan hanya da aka ɓullo da shi ta wayan nan, da babu wayar, amma Allah ya kawo zamanin da kana zaune za ka yi magana da mutumin da ke Ingila ko yake Saudi Arabia, kuma har ka ga hotonsa yana magana duk abincin da yake ci kana gani. So abin da CBN take ƙoƙarin a gane kuma a yadda cewar ba ka da buƙatar sai ka ɗauki kuɗi niki-niki. Kai kanka a security ma ya kamata tunda akwai hanyar da za ka sa kuɗinka a waya kuma ka tura kai ma a tura ma. POS machine da aka nuna a cikin allo wata hanya ce wadda Allah kaɗai ya san waɗanda suke samun arziki suke samun kuɗi da wannan sana'a ta POS. Wanda ɗazu na ɗan yi bayani lokacin da aka kawo POS an taɓa kama ni ma a wata jiha aka ce ga wani ya zo na 419 ya ce a kaza sau da wani mashin. So Allah shi ne zamani, CBN ta yi duk abin da za ta yi domin al'umma su sauwaƙa wa kansu wajen transfer, wajen karɓar kuɗi. Fiya wata in za ka siya yanzu za ka iya transfer ta waya domin za ku ga cewa ƙananan kuɗin da naira 10, naira 5 sun yi kaɗan, sun yi ƙaranci. Domin kuɗin da ake buga naira 10, kuɗin da ake buga naira 50, idan shugaba za ta fito ta yi bayanin kuɗin da ake buga su sai ka cewar asara ake yi. Kuma a zo kuɗin nan a dinga taka su, ana ciƙunƙuna su, ana lalata su. Wannan ba ƙaramin asara Central Bank take samu ba. Sannan abin da muke so mu ƙara fahimtar da mutane cewar bari ta yi bayani shi kansa ATM ɗin nan Allah shi ne zamani. Za a waye gari ka tsinci kanka ma ba ma za ka ɗau POS ɗin ATM ɗin ba. Me za ka yi da shi? Wayan nan taka za ka iya sa kuɗi ka tura a turo ma ka gani. Abin da kawai kullum muke ba da shawara shine duk mutumin da zai maka transfer na kuɗi ba iya alat za ka gani ka ɗauki kaya ka bashi ba. Jama'a kula da wannan. Akwai wanda zai shaf kawai imin transfer na sai kayanka naira 100,000 ba ni na karɓa kawai don kaga alert ka bashi. Jama'a a kula kar ka saki kayanka sai ka ga balance ɗinka. Duk gaggawa da mutum ke in yi ma transfer a matsayin ka ɗan kasuwa, jihar Kano uwa ce a harkar kasuwa a duniya. Kowa ya da wannan. Kuma abin da CBN take so a sauwaƙa wa 'yan kasuwanmu da suke kasuwar kurmi da ke kasuwannin da suke cikin lunguna. Cewar mutum zai iya zuwa ya zo da naira miliyan 1, ba zai iya nemo ta ya ɗauko ta miliyan 1 zo ta kirga ana gumi ana kirga kuɗi a bayar ba, amma zai ma transfer. To CBN sai ta ce in an ma transfer kar ka ɗauki kaya kawai ka bayar, ka tsaya ka tabbatar ka duba balance ɗinka, wannan kuɗin ya shiga. Da kana da naira 100,000 mutum ya sai kayan miliyan 1, in ka duba balance ɗinka za ga miliyan 1,100,000 sai ka ɗau kaya ka bashi. A kula mutum kawai ya zo ya ma transfer kawai ka ga alert ka ɗau kaya ka bashi, ka tsaya ka tabbatar ka samu jarinka. Saboda haka abin da ake so al'umma su fahimta duk bayanin da aka yi shine akwai tsari na channels of transactions. Tsari ne wanda ba sai ka halta a kanka ba, ka je ka sai da gidanka naira miliyan 10 ka ce a kai sai an ɗauki miliyan 10 nan an baka. Zamani ya wuce wannan. For security reason ma, for security reason bai kamata ka ɗauki kuɗi niki-niki a buhu kana yawo da su ba don ka sai da wata kadararka ko kuma wani abu makamancin haka. Buɗe account ɗin nan shine hanya mafi sauƙi ka tura. Na'am.
Yau muna tare da kai. Sauran jawabai a ɗan rike shi nan haka? Idan ɗan uwa na Lawal Bello ya ƙara kai shi ma kana da abun faɗi. Wannan taron taka ce busy. Jama'a ta fama Aminu busy. So our next presentation, but again, da Allah jama'a ku lura akwai opportunity for question and answers. So we hope as they're making the presentations, you are noting down your areas of concern. We are going to be having a presentation from other financial institutions supervision department, wanda dan uwa Lawal Bello daga birnin Shehu zai zo ya gabatar da jawabi. Ni dai abu na farko da nake so ya fassara muku other financial institution supervision department din nan zuwa Hausa, domin ko ni ma dai ban san ya take ba. Wannan gashi nan.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sunana Lawali Bello kamar yadda faɗa. Zan yi bayani na a harshe biyu. Na farko zan yi da Sokotanci, na biyu zan yi da Turanci. So wanda baya jin Sokotanci sai ya ji Turanci, wanda bai jin Turanci ya tabbata zai je Sokotanci. Idan kuma akwai wata Hausa bayan Sokotanci? To shi kenan, in akwai abin da ni faɗi wanda baka gane ba, in daga baya ka biɗe ni bayan fage. So thank you very much. I'm representing other financial institution supervision department, which is a specialized unit. Bi ma'ana ƙwararren sashe na Central Bank of Nigeria. And aikinmu abu biyu ne. Muna kula da microfinance banks da kuma primary mortgage banks. Microfinance banks da kuma primary mortgage banks. Wayannan bankuna CBN ta ba su license, so duk wanda ya ajiya a wajensu kuɗin shi a guaranteed suna da insurance. Amma kafin in fara zan yi tambaya wurin corpus. I will ask some corpus. Do you know that microfinance banks are insured by NDIC? If you know, raise your hand. Okay, you know. Do you know the amount, the maximum insured amount in microfinance banks? Ina da kyauta. I have a price for whoever will give me without browsing. Do you know the amount? You say? 1 million, no? 20 million, no? Okay, so the maximum is 2 million. Million biyu. Duk abin da ka aje a microfinance bank, in ma akwai wani abu ya samu, akwai tabbacin cewa za a biya ka million biyu. Now, there are 3 categories of microfinance banks. Akwai unit, wa'anda za ku gansu a cikin karkara. akwai state wa'anda za ku gansu a ko'ina a cikin jiha, kuma akwai national. Su za ka gansu a Lagos, a Kano, a Kaduna, a ko'ina. So that's the national. They are widespread across the country. Now for PNB, su ma muna da kala biyu. Akwai state wa'anda za ku gansu a cikin jiha kawai, akwai kuma national wa'anda za ka gansu a ko'ina ka je a Nigeria. In ka je Lagos za ka gan shi, in ka je Kano za ka gan shi, Sokoto ma za ka gan shi. So these are the two kind of institutions that we supervised. Now we try to ensure that these institutions are safe and sound, so that your money that you fix there is guaranteed. So next slide. Now, how do we ensure that these institutions are safe? We do 4 things. One, we ensure that these banks have adequate capital. Me ake ce ma capital shine mu tabbata cewa suna da isasshen hannun jari, so that babu ba za a samu matsala ba in the foreseeable future. Abinda turawa ke cewa, because in na fara su kwataji ba za ku gane ba. So let me use English. Now, na biyu kuma mu tabbata cewa dukkan tsare-tsaren da CBN suka kawo mutanen nan sun bi. That is what we call regulatory compliance. From time to time, we issue circulars, we issue guidelines, we issue what we call policies, as well as a guidance note. So we go from time to time to these institutions. We have some MDs here. We visit them and ensure that sun bi wa'annan ka'idojin da CBN sun ka casa. Saboda mi, na farko mu tabbata cewa ba su ɗauki wasu abubuwa masu hatsari ba. That's the risk management. Mun tabbatar da cewa dukkanin abin da za su yi akwai kariya da kuɗin da kuka ajiye a microfinance banks. Na biyu kuma mu tabbata cewa tsare-tsaren su suna bisa kan ka'ida. That is the operational soundness. Next slide. Now, idan aka yi wa'annan abubuwan guda hudu, me zai faru? Na farko, we make sure that your savings are protected. Kuɗinku da kuka ajiye babu matsala. Za ka iya zuwa ka cire kuɗi a lokacin da kake so ka cire su. Za ka iya sa kuɗi a lokacin da kake so ka sa kuɗi ba tare da wata tangarɗa ba. Na biyu, kuna da dama ku anshi basussuka. Now, let me go back to dawa aka yi creating microfinance banks for. An kirkiro da microfinance bank shekara 20 da suka wuce. And saboda abubuwa guda 3 zuwa 4. Na ɗaya, a tabbatar da cewa an rage yawan mutanen da ba su da dama na su samu hulɗa da bankuna. That is the financial exclusion. An rage shi. Na biyu kuma an rage talauci. Na uku, a tabbatar da cewa kana da dama, kai mai ƙaramin ƙarfi ne, kai mai ƙaramar sana'a ne, kai kofa ne, kai manomi ne, kana son ka je ka karɓo maybe bashi ka sai taki, ka sai kayan abin nan na gona, iri na gona. You can go to microfinance banks, talk to them, because suna nan a ƙauyuka. Idan muka je next slide za ku ga microfinance banks nawa ke gare mu domin kawai ci gaban ku. Na uku, promoting home ownership. Now, primary mortgage banks majorly aikin su shine promoting home ownership. That is providing mortgage to their customers. Now, mortgage loans are mostly a long-term loan, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years. You want to build a house, go to primary mortgage bank. You want to upgrade your house, go to primary mortgage bank. You also want to furnish your house, you can also go to primary mortgage bank. Additionally, however, you can also go to microfinance bank if you have a land, a house you want to furnish. We have what we call housing microfinance. Housing microfinance. You can go to microfinance bank to access this kind of loan. Ana akwai wanda ya taba karban wannan bashin? Ko akwai wanda ya san da shi? Okay, so from now you know that you can go to a microfinance bank and get that loan. Maximum tenure na loan in microfinance bank is like 6 months. Amma saboda al'umma su samu, CBN ta ƙara shi daga wata 6 zuwa wata 24. So kana iya karɓan bashi domin ka sai furnitures na gidanka, kana da hili kana son ka yi DPC, kana da DPC kana son ka yi raising nashi zuwa lintel, ko ka yi lintel, ka yi head course, ka yi roofing. Duk wannan CBN sun ba da wannan dama. Next one. Next slide, please. Now, this is also talking about the access to microloans, as I said. If you are a farmer, you are a trader, you are also a micro individual, or you are an individual of a youth that needs loan from microfinance bank, there's an easy access to that. Next one. Now, this is one of the CBN's achievement within the last 3 years. Before now, we have about 200 microfinance banks, about 200. But as of 2023, it was raised to about 500. As of 2024, muna da bankuna 550. Amma a yau muna da bankuna 826. 826 microfinance banks. This is just to bring the banks closer to you. You know, the number of microfinance banks we have today are even more than the number of local governments we have. Muna da Tsanyawa, Gezawa, most of the local government akwai microfinance banks a yau. Next. Now, this is also talking about the affordable housing. As I explained earlier, you can go to primary mortgage bank and have a mortgage loan, which is 10, 15 to 20 years. However, you can also go to microfinance bank. If what you need is just for like 6 months, 12 months, or 24 months, you can go to microfinance bank and access housing microfinance. That is the one we talk about, that is 24 months. Next slide. Now, this is how office support financial inclusion. Idan kuka tuna na muka bayanin cewa CBN na kokari ku turo har da office na rage yawan wa'anda ba su da dama na su yi hulɗanya da bankuna. Idan su ajiye kuɗi ko kuma su karɓi bashi ko kuma su yi transfer ko kuma su yi receiving money. Now we have what we call rural microfinance bank licensing. Na also nuna muku cewa mun samu ƙarin microfinance banks daga 600 as at last year zuwa 823 a yau. Now na biyu kuma akwai agent banking. Abinda ake ce ma agent banking shine banki ta hanyar wakilci. Ba dole bane sai banki ya je a bakin gidanka ya bude office. Kamar Hajiya ta faɗa, wannan is expensive. Da turanci kenan. That means me ake ce mishi da sakwatanci ko da kananci? Ya cika tsada. Tsada. So wannan yana da tsada. So in ka je kai kace zaka bude banki a kowace local government ba zai yi ba. Amma akwai banki ta hanyar wakilci. Muna da super agent, muna da sole agent, kuma muna da soft agent. Kowane daga cikinsu yana da dama na yayi hulɗanya, sannan kowane cikinsu yana da tsarurruka da zai bi kahin CBN su tabbatar da cewa ya samu wannan abin. Na uku akwai consumer protection. Dukkanin abin da kuka aje na kuɗi a tabbatar da cewa koyaushe kana zuwa ka karɓe shi, na ɗaya kenan. Na biyu, hakkinka, abin da ya kamata ka sani na harkar banki ka san shi. Abin da ya kamata a yi maka a banki ka yi. However, we need to know that akwai right. Mene right? Da sakwatanci. Okay, so kuna da right, kuna da obligation. So banki yana da dama, shi ma kana da dama kai ma. Ko hukuk akan hukuk. So akwai kuma digital services. Wannan kuma akwai fintech da wane ne. Idan har kana son, maybe a yanzu kana iya bude account, kamar yadda abokin hulɗar mu busy ya ce, kana iya bude account, zaka iya cire kuɗinka a nan ba tare da ka je banki ba. That is digital services. Next slide. So this is the conclusion. In office, we do supervision. And in supervision, we ensure that these banks are safe and sound for your own benefit. And we ensure that there is poverty reduction and you have access to loans. You can also keep your money anytime you want to. You can make withdrawal anytime you want to make withdrawal. And you can also make transfers. That is that for now. Ko in hosta da sakwatanci? Mohammed. Okay, so kahin Mohammed yazo. Idan aka je supervision, za ka tabbatar da cewa in akwai wani tsari da banki ya kamata ya bi, idan bai bi ba, za mu ci shi tara. Idan kuma kana da matsala,
tara kuma ana zama lafiya.
Za mu ci shi tara in bai bi ba, saboda mu tabbatar da cewa duk wanda ya aje kuɗi an kare mishi hakkinsu. Sai an jima. Thank you very much.
Mutanen Kano, sakwatanci muku ko turanci? Na ingausa yayi ko? Kun gamsu da ingausancinsa? Kun gamsu. Ƙarin bayani daga babban mai gidanmu ya ce da Allah a sanar da ku mutanen jihar Kano cewa a wannan subsector ɗin microfinance akwai opportunity sosai ga waɗanda suke da sha'awan su mallaki microfinance banki ta kansu. Abu na farko shine ƙungiyoyi ko mutane su duba jadawalin sharuɗan da aka shimfiɗa na mallakan licensing microfinance bank. Idan kuka ga cewa kun cika sharuɗan nan, da Allah ku garzaya babban bankin ƙasa ga Alhaji Lawali na nan, akwai ofishinsu a nan. Insha Allahu yanzu haka akwai damammaki, ku matasa ne, 'yan mata kuke, wane ne, kowa da ya je, akwai abinda bature ke cewa untapped potential. so kuma muke mutanen Kano su yi tapping potential din. Alhaji Lawal da ingausancin da ka zo kai mana jawabi da shi. Next, we have a presentation. Kafin nan da Allah mun sami babban tawaga daga Kano State Polytechnic, Dr. Maryam Kabir, ita ce Director, School of Management Studies, tare da abokin aikinta Dr. Awesu Adamu Salihu, Director Consultancy Service. To ga ɗaliban ku nan. Yawwa, ɗaliban Kano State. To Allah, malaman biyu ke da ba zo da ɗaliban su ba kenan. Don lokacin na gabatar da ku ban ji ɗaliban ku su ansa ba. Kuma dai gashi na Kano State Polytechnic, mun gode ɗalibai. Dr. Ramatu Adamu Muhammad, Director Continuing Education, Dr. Asiya Kabir, Head of Department Banking and Finance, tare da kuma Badariya Ahmad, Head of Department Accountancy, har wa yau akwai Dr. Rabiu Saminu Jibril, shi ma dai daga Kano State Polytechnic. Muna farin ciki da isowanku wannan filin taron. So we are moving on to the next presentation, which is on financial markets. Do you think? Financial markets. Abib, over here. Zo. Ka san sharuɗan dai ko? Na sani. Ka ji san sharuɗan ko? Sai ake. Nace ka gane dai abin da za a yi ko? Ya na ba ka ansa ni. To yanzu abin da zai faru, Mr. Edevi Kome zai yi jawabi a turance. Ina busy. Busy. A wani ka sake man busy ya saurari bayanin nan sai ya ɗaya mana summary a 'yan mintuna ya kare. So, yes. Busy now. So, Bismillah. Let's. Well, Ogami. At least great day people.
Nakwananku. Yes, standing on all existing protocols, I am Kome Edewe of Financial Markets Department. Today we'll be speaking on the relevance of financial markets to the Nigerian economy as a whole. A financial market is actually a forum or a system that allows buyers and sellers of different products of financial instruments to trade amongst themselves. So can we have these first slide?
adadin da ka aje wanda za a baka a rubuce cewa bankin ta tabbatar da cewa kana mu'amala da ita, shi ma wannan ana buƙatar sa. Idan wuta ce ta ƙona maka kuɗin, za ka je gidan kwana-kwana nan su ma su baka alamar cewa sun yarda cewa rana kaza lokaci kaza kuɗinka ya ƙone, da kuma wa 'yan sanda su ma za ka je za su baka report, ana kiransa police extract, wanda za ka yi amfani da shi na wannan application da za ka yi, za ka har hada sai ka je ka kai wa banki. Muddin ka samu waɗannan abubuwa wanda duk wannan information za ka same shi a website ɗinmu, idan dai kai haka insha Allahu za a canja maka kuɗinka. To a takaice lokaci na yayi, mu sani cewa muna da namu nauyin wanda ya kamata a matsayinmu na 'yan ƙasa mun kiyaye a kan naira da muke amfani da ita yau da gobe. Haka kazalika ita ma ƙasa ko kuma onda wannan central bank wanda suke da alhakin ba da wannan kuɗi, su ma suna da nata hakin. Sai kowa ya yi wannan hakin, za mu tabbatar da cewa kuɗin da muke amfani da shi abu ne wanda za mu yi alfahari da shi yau da gobe. Mun gode. Allah Ubangiji ya saka da alkhairi, Allah kuma ya kai kowa gida lafiya.
Amin, amin. Saddauna daga nan kawai ka garzaya ce sauna. Yawwa, garzaya sama kawai a biyo ka da ruwa. Ajiloli, sai a biyo shi. Zuwaira, ke ma kina nan fa. Bismillah, hau sama. Tebu, Abibu, Hajiya ta ce kaɗan saka bidiyon nan na minti ɗayan nan. Hajiya, please, our presenters are going to the table now. Ai, Kano kike fa, tsoro kike ji ne? Kuma rabin su tambayoyi ne da aka jefa miki. Where is the presenter from Financial Market, Mr. Edivi? Let's have him. And the director and the BC, they are those that
My people, make we dey handle our naira with care. Naira notes no be writing pad. Make we no dey write on top farm. No squeeze am. Arrange am well. Keep our naira clean. Keep am neat. This message now from the Central Bank of Nigeria. My people, make we dey handle our naira with care. Naira notes no be writing pad. You know the right on top.
Thank you very much, Kano. Thank you, facility. Please, let's put our hands together for them one more time. We started very well. They said Kano is very resilient. You saw the resilience of Kano. We had a major hitch, but we stood, we overcame, and here we are now. So, gaskiya, we have the questions we have, and we are very happy with it. We are very happy to receive this quantum of feedback from you, Kano. We cannot address all of it at this moment. We will pick some, address it, but every issue you have raised, every concern you have expressed, every question you have asked will be answered by the Central Bank of Nigeria here in Kano. So I want to rest assure everybody, ko ba a karanto tambayanka yanzu ba, za a isar da shi yadda ya kamata, inda ya kamata, kuma za a yi abin da ya kamata. So initially I was keeping some, but the whole thing madon dabaru. Now, so if I just read it, you know who has what? Cookies. Well, some are not questions. This is the first one. Please, CBN call to the commercial banks to reject cookies. Because cookies deny customers to get access. Beside me here, sir. It is evident that webmasters, well, I'm not sure they spoke to this, but banks should stop cookies. Cookies deny this thing. That is cybersecurity. Okay. What is the penalty for whosoever is caught up with fake naira? How can one easily get mint now? Okay. 2, 5, 6, 7. What are the procedures? Okay, this one's where I count. Make you hold them. They don't enter the bank. What are the procedures by which CBN? This one, you know, they among again. No, alone. Exactly. The CPFID can consider does the CPFID consider the wrong transfer to other banks and banks don't respond to you? I guess that's the point. Maybe it's a wrong transfer to another bank and the bank does not. Please, do you do something about that? Yes, sir. Okay, Pierre Rose, that's it. They answer because they come back. Okay, talk. Okay, this one is just microfinance banks would like to have a copy of the slides sent to their emails. Noted. What is the standard of OPay, Money Point, and the rest from the Central Bank of Nigeria? Are they banks or not? From traders of Sabongari. So, you don't hear. This one has been coming. I see a lot of these questions. It should interest both the acting director and the BC. Please, why do banks sell new notes? As in, you have to pay extra money for you to have 2 new notes. Some banks collect 110 naira for 100 naira new note. One said that where they are selling it is back of the CBN in Kano. Another one says that if you say that you have said here that they do not do it, but if you go to back of CBN, they are selling new notes. That is what. So that is why we are here, to allow you to ventilate all of what you are saying. But you know that they are selling back of CBN does not mean that, assuming without even considering it's true. I don't live in Kano. I don't know back of CBN. But assuming it is even true, it does not mean that it is CBN that is selling it. But they will answer for themselves. Wannan ya ce, kun ban tsoro akan microfinance banks, mu 'yan kasuwa, muna jin daɗin amfani da su. To, kamar dai wanda ya ce miliyan 20, amma da ko miliyan 2 ne kawai sai ce to wani ka tayar mai da hankali. Inda wani abu ya faru na microfinance banks, na ga cewa to ya ji tsoro ko dai za kai ma da ka bashi tsoro sai ka yi reassuring nashi kar ya ji tsoro. To, jama'a, you see, to, abin da ga sunan suna da yawa. CBN Kano, aiki gare ku da Allah za ku tabbatar cewa. Assalamu alaikum. Ni tambaya ta shine, naji ana cewa masu damfara suna iya tura ma fake transfer kuma kuɗin suna nan sun karu. To menene gaskiyan hakan? Kuma shi wannan fake transfer yana da alama da menene? Yana da alamu da zaka gane shi fake transfer. Waye maganar fake transfer ma azuna? To. Why do Nigerian banks welcome people when they come to open an account, but they don't used to welcome them when they come for a complaint? Microfinance banks, why are they not standard like other banks? For example, most of them don't have ATM machines and mobile apps. So, lamzaka jawabi. So, agurguje. We go just they go small. Coppers, but we they go small. How can I become the bank agent for fintech like OPay, Money Point? I think I saw their stand there, but I don't know. Gashinande, thank you for the sessions. It was indeed very helpful. I have a question as well, a suggestion for the question. There are a lot of controversies on OPay. How insured is our funds? For the suggestion, there is need for CBN to harmonize the currency. You will see two types of 1,000 naira, 500 naira, 200 naira, and 100 naira. Why? Why will you see two types of this money? So, assalamu alaikum. Me yasa Nigeria aka yawwa. Assalamu alaikum CBN. Wai me yasa Nigeria aka daina amfani da coins? Wannan ita ce tambaya ta. Nagode. Kuma mun gode tambayanka. Malam shi ma wannan ya ce coins. Amma an ce ma a Kano ana amfani da su coins. Assalamu alaikum. How can we obtain a copy of the presentation that was delivered so that I can preview and read through it later? Zainal Ibrahim to mun gode. Daga ƙarshe kuma my name is Jid. Okay. A problem of network. What is CBN facilitating to improve network? Please, why is most of the microfinance banks in Kano are not functioning, especially in our local governments? So, say kuma, with due respect, ya fara da due respect. In kan da ya fara due respect, my question is that we need more explanation to housing loan under microfinance bank. To, jama'a ga tambayoyinku yawwa, to yanzu dai abin da ake ci zan ba da dama, akwai alƙawari, mun ɗauki alƙawara, za mu ba da dama mutane uku su yi tambayoyinsu a minti guda. Akwai wanda muka yi ma alƙawari ɗaya nan, please, where is the usher? You are going to have one. Sannan, Dr. Marafa ne? Dr. Marafa? Yawa, Dr. Marafa ko? Akwai Dr. Marafa nan. Chairman ya ba da Dr. Marafa, to kun ga ya rage ɗaya. Ɗayan nan kuma na ga iyayenmu mata a gida sun ɗaga hannu da yawa. To, ke kin samu ta uku, bari a soma da ke da Allah minti ɗaya.
Good afternoon, all. My question goes to Mrs. Hakama Ali. Hakama Ali. In her presentation, she talked about, Hakama Ali, I'm Emina Sankan, you're from Bayero University, Kano. She spoke about how the central bank has, she spoke about the unification of exchange rate. So I want to ask her, why is it that it was after the unification of the exchange rate that the dollar increased significantly? Thank you.
Are you answering? It was for Hakama Sidi Ali. Yeah, give it to them. Yeah, yes. And then, yes, sir, Barin Zogunka. I don't know, you got the question, Aja. All right.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. Masu girma manya-manyan baki, wakilai jami'ai na babban banki da dukkanin wanda suka halarci wannan taro, ne muku barka da zuwa. Sunana Abdulkadir Gambaɗan Koli, Chairman Kano Agrochemical Dealers Association. Tambaya ta shine, kasancewa ta shugaba na masu sai da maganin feshi na kwari da na ciyawa, muna da small scale industry wanda suke production na kaya various na wannan kayayyaki namu. Muna so ta wace hanya Central Bank za su ba da gudunmawa don ci gaban wannan kamfanin. Assalamu alaikum.
Shugaba daga karshe Dr. Marafa. Yawwa. Dr. Marafa. Ina doctor yake? Yawwa.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. I remain Right Comrade Ambassador Dr. Garba Suleiman Marafa, speaking on behalf of haɗaɗɗiyar ƙungiyar cigaban Kano State, United Traders for Collective Growth. Amma zan yi magana ne saboda idan ka duba nan, har su youth corpus suna sana'a ko sai da wani abu ko sai da wani abu ko sayan wani abu. So kusan nan 98% da 'yan kasuwa ne. Kuma 'yan kasuwa da ake alfahari da su shine jihar Kano. Shugabanni na CBN, kasuwannin Kano ba abin da 'yan kasuwan Kano ba abin da suke so sai taimako. Taimakon ko da suke so shine na ɗaya, ko da yau kun ba su kuɗi, in ba za a yi taimakon yadda za su samu security kayansu su shigo su fita ba da kuma su masu sayan kayan, gaskiya akwai babban matsala. Dole sai kun fito da wani tsari inda in kun ba da loan, tunda ai kuna so a da wannan loan ɗin cikin lafiya, dole sai kun ba wa security gudumawa, kun fito da wani tsari da zai kawo ɗebe yaran nan da suke kwacen waya, suke addabi mutane, suka hana mutane da suke fitowa daga wajen garin nan, daga wajen ƙasar nan su zo cin kasuwa a wannan gari mai albarka, saboda ba su da security na farko kenan. Na biyu, loan da ake so a bayar ba wayanda suka cancanta a ba su loan da ya wuce 'yan kasuwa. Kuma idan za a ba wa 'yan kasuwa, kar a bi 'yan kasuwa da za su zo su ce a'a wane ni ne wane ni ne wane. Ku ba su a wa'anda aka sani. Muna da sanar a nan da kuke gani akwai manyan 'yan kasuwa wanda suke a cikin ƙasar nan, suke harka a wajen ƙasar nan, suke kawo abubuwan ci gaba a wannan ƙasa. So ya kamata idan za a ba da loan a duba wannan kungiya ta haɗaɗɗiyar kungiya 'yan kasuwan jihar Kano under the leadership na shugaba Alhaji Auwalu Gabari, a bashi wannan loan ɗin. Shi ya san mutanen da zai bawa kuma a je a dawo da shi. Lastly, ya kamata ku duba kamfaninnika inda ana ba da loan. Menene zai hana wannan kuɗi da kuke da shi ku je ku yi investing a wayannan masana'antu da suka zama rashin kuɗi ne ko kuma rashin wuta ne, kuma kuɗin a yi invest a wurin mana, sai a ɗebe mana yaran nan da suke addaban mutane a hanya a sa su a wannan wurin, za su samu salari. Ina duba feature na youth service wanda yanzu sun gama aiki ba karatu. Idan ba ku da masana'antun nan ba, ina ma'aikatu suke a federal government ko a state government da za a yi employing nasu. Amma with all these companies, in aka yi reviving nasu, I assure you cewa wayannan bayan Allah za su zauna a gidan mazajen su lafiya, za a ciyar da su lafiya, za su ciyar da yaran su lafiya, kuma kowa zai samu lafiya. Ƙauye za su samu lafiya, birni zai samu lafiya, Najeriya ta samu lafiya. Thank you.
Mu ma za mu samu lafiya. Finally, I just observed that no youth corps member here said anything. Copper, is the morale low or high? Morale. How about coppers? We. So who is going to speak on your behalf? No question? No comment? Are we good? Good to go? Are we good to go? All right then. So let's just take this. Somebody there? Okay. Ajua, are you eating or you want to ask question? I see you are. Okay, come forward here. Come quickly. Eh? Where again? Are you? You. Okay, welcome. Let me start with you. So, Copper, where is your kit? As a platoon leader, I can still charge you for improper dressing. Anyway, come forward. Let us deal with this matter. All right. Make your statement. Face the camera.
Okay.
Right, you camera.
Good morning once again.
You never talk. When I talk, make we hear you.
Good afternoon. Oh,
hold your mic.
My question is how corps member. My name is Ibrahim Abdullahi from Zamfara State Court 11199.
Ask your question.
My question is how can corps member get when we start a business. So yes.
You want support if you start business after your NYSC. How can you get that? That is what I saw you have written. So that should be the answer. Toyawa Kema Copper. Thank you for this. Okay.
My name is Zainab Idris. My name is Zainab Idris. And my question is regard to the 1.3 billion No, 1 point.
Okay, economy.
Yeah, the economy that CBN project is that with regard to the project, how is it going to help the citizen and with increase on unemployment?
$1 trillion economy.
Yes,
Help.
the citizen and unemployment, how the project is going to benefit the Nigerian citizens.
Zainab ko? So I tell her Zainab. Okay, another one. Madam. Okay, she's asking for the benefit of how your $1 trillion economy will benefit the citizens and end unemployment. Na ga tambayoyin ku duka dai yan kakin nan na aiki ne. So,
my name is Liman Amina. So, sir, my question goes to, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. My question goes to Hajia Hamamatu Gambo. She talked about regulatory sandbox. I'm asking of the platform, and can corpers or students get access to it?
yes, can corpers participate in regulatory sandbox that she made mention? Oh boy, be like say now I go stop this copper. So now me call Luna, the thing one passport. You are the last one now. Copper, we I don't know, say na trouble I ask. Oh, yeah, make you ask your own.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Shuaibu Musa, Shaibu by name. I am from Bauchi. My suggestion here is that, is there any plan from CBN for the COP members? Is there any plan from the CBN for the COP members?
Is there any plan from the CBN for the COP members who are willing to start doing something on their own? They will answer. So I want to thank you all. The ones you have not asked, but before then, let me take finally, thank you for this elaborate program. Professor name. My question is to the with the financial inclusion and access to loans. Many banks, I'm a Dikema de Kakama Rubutun professor. Many banks, Ahmed, but the profit and Ben and the cancer. Glashina, so where is Prof? I don't want to misrepresent your words. Amma, if I have the promise that it can be done in 30 seconds.
Maybe less than that. Yes, my name is Dr. Kabiru Abdul Salam from the Faculty of Basic Clinical Sciences, Bayero University, Kano. My question actually goes to my question actually goes to all the presenters, because I noted that one of the whole aim of this discussion is to enlighten participants with respect to issues related to financial inclusion. I noted very well, I'm a lecturer, but I'm also a farmer. Myself and several other colleagues, we tried countless times to get access to facilities to expand our businesses. Many times we were frustrated. We got to understand that most of these loans are actually given out either to foreigners or some individuals from outside this geographical zone. So I want a situation, how can we really improve our chances of getting financial support, either in terms of grant, in terms of favorable loans, where individuals, especially middle class, can get access to expand their businesses, generate employment, and certainly reduce workload and burden from government and reduce restiveness. Thank you.
Finally, now I must go up there, but I want you to please put your hands together for yourselves. Kano has been very, very robust in the questions, and we have not even taken even half of them. So, Gashinande. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, Prof, for your question. From the part of the Central Bank of Nigeria, we all know that number one, you are not expected to operate an account, and central banks globally are not mandated to issue loans. Let's have this understanding.
But of course, one thing that the Central Bank of Nigeria has the responsibility of doing is to bring up policies that will impact on each and every Nigerian. And of course, specifically speaking, as regards to financial inclusion, the bank has been doing a lot. Of course, you are aware of the fact that we have the National Financial Inclusion Strategy from the regulatory aspect. And then from the operational aspect is what we expect the DMBs or the deposit money banks and other financial institutions to do is to key into this financial inclusion strategy and come up with products and services that will serve the needs and wants of the Nigerian community, which I believe they are also doing. So what our advice is that from the conventional perspective, neither of the Islamic perspective, what you need to do is to approach your commercial bank or Islamic bank to be able to ask them of the product and services they do have, so that, and ask them of the requirement. And once you do that, I'm assuring you that there are various products and services there that they are offering, and all you need to do is to key into that, and of course it will get your issue or demand resolved. I hope this answered your question. And let me seize this opportunity also to answer the 4 questions I have before me here regarding the currency or the Nigerian legal tender currency. Number 1, the question on penalty of counterfeit, which is fake notes. It's the minimum of 5 years without an option of fine. Once you're caught with this and you are found wanting on this, you have less than 5 years to be in prison, the minimum of 5 years to be in prison. Number 2, the sale of new notes. This is what the bank is, working assiduously fighting against. So of course, there shouldn't be any allegation that the Central Bank of Nigeria sell its own note. It is something that we're fighting day in, day out. And of course, we are partnering with other stakeholders, which are the police, the EFCC. You'll be hearing and seeing over the media and seeing what the bank is doing and in supporting the fight against the sale of banknotes. It is illegal, and you should not, take part in that aspect. Number 3, the issue of having the concurrence of old and new notes in circulation. We are all aware of the, a policy that the Central Bank of Nigeria, has implemented, which has also been reversed. But it's a global best practice that, where you have new notes in circulation or the introduction of new notes, they will run concurrently with the old notes. And while the bank, receive these old notes, it will not go back into circulation, meaning gradually the bank will, take up all these old notes you are seeing in circulation. In a few years' time, you won't be seeing the old notes. Then you now see only the new notes in circulation. Lastly, the issue of coins. Why is it that we do not have coins in circulation? As it is now, we have 8 banknotes family. 8 banknotes family, that is from 1,000 naira to the lowest banknote, which is the 5 naira, and we equally have coins, which are still legal tender currency. What we should be asking ourselves is the culture of Nigerians of not accepting the coins. If you are given a coin now, will you accept it? So the ball is rolled to Nigerians now, not to the bank. The bank still have them. When you request for that, when you ask for that, we still have them because they are still legal tender currency. I hope this answers your question. Thank you very much.
Okay, I'm going to respond on one of the questions, which says OPay, Money Point, also financial institutions. So OPay and Money Points are fintechs, and they are licensed by the CBN. So all financial institutions licensed by the CBN are also regulated by the CBN. So when you have an issue, you can escalate it to the CBN at any time. Thank you.
Okay, assalamu alaikum. I will also start with the last question answered by Hajia. Money Point is a microfinance bank. So it's licensed by CBN. And I think someone asked what's the difference between OPay and Money Point. OPay is a mobile money operator. So they collect deposits, but they are not allowed to give loans. MoneyPoint is a microfinance bank. So MoneyPoint is allowed to collect deposits and also give out loans, micro loans to customers. So these are the differences between OPay and MoneyPoint Microfinance Bank. And that is also the difference between a microfinance bank and a mobile money operator. So I think that I hope that is clear.
Hello. Yeah. To add more to that, mobile money operators open wallets. They do not open accounts. So the wallets are open using your phone number, while a microfinance bank can open an account for you. So OPay is a mobile money operator. It operates mobile wallets, while MoneyPoint is a microfinance bank and open an account for you. So that's just the difference.
Okay, so thank you very much. I think I will respond to some few questions that were addressed to me. One of these questions is that why are MABs in Kano, some of the MABs in local government in Kano, why are they not functioning? Before now, these MABs were owned by the state government. And there was a CBN policy that said that all MABs owned by state government for a particular period, they should sell them to private institutions or private individuals. And that was done, I think, in 2024. Now, these banks are owned by private individuals, and CBN is collaborating with the investors for them to commence operations soon. So very soon you will see that these banks will commence operations. Last month I was in Sanyawa. I was also in Gezawa. I believe people from there will agree with me that the structure has changed, and then the investor has already upgraded the structure where the bank will be, and hopefully before end of this year, these banks will commence operation. So that was that on that question. Now, the issue of housing microfinance, how can we access housing microfinance? I think the first condition for you to access loan to either from microfinance bank or any other bank is to have an account or maintain an account with this bank. So that is the first stage. You must have an account with a microfinance bank for you to access a housing microfinance loan. That is the first thing. Secondly, you also have to provide a justification or an evidence that, yes, if I collect this money, this is where I'm going to get invest this money in. Possibly you may have to provide your title. You may have to show that, yes, I have this particular property and this is what I want to do with it. So engage your microfinance bank. They will guide you on this more. Why are some of the MABs not having ATMs? I think I mentioned in my presentation that we have 3 categories of microfinance banks. The first one is a unit microfinance bank. A unit microfinance bank is allowed to have a single branch. And most of these microfinance banks are either in rural or semi-rural areas. So that you have to go to that particular branch. And this is to reduce the time and how much you travel from one place to another for you to have access to these MABs. However, the bigger MABs have ATMs. You can access it, and they also have access. They also connected to NIPS, so you can make transfers using your phones. You can also use USSD. When you glance through the I think the NIPS platform and also your transfer platform, you will see that there are so many MABs there that are registered. All MABs are allowed to register with NIPS. Okay, so maybe before I come back. Okay, you don't have slide to MABs. Yes, we are going to send the slide to MAB. You maybe will liaise with the organizing team and then send it to you. Which other? Okay, so let me answer BUK. And I think there was a question from BUK that say, how can BUK be integrated into payment system? I think BUK is already in a payment system. They have a microfinance bank currently that's operating. So if they have any invention or any innovation that they want to test, they can bring it up to the CBN that, okay, we want to go through our microfinance bank and we have this particular process we want to test in the financial system. they are allowed to do that. And that was why in Hajj's presentation, you mentioned regulatory sandbox. You can use that. You can use that platform and bring in anything you want to test in the payment system platform. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Let me take the question on regulatory sandbox, the availability to corpus. Yes, the regulatory sandbox is available to all Nigerians and even foreigners. If you have any innovation, whether a product, a service that is innovative, that is not common as what we have offered by financial institutions, you can come to the regulatory sandbox and test that product. But at the moment, the regulatory sandbox is not yet open to people. We are running the first set of people that are testing their products there. Once that first set is concluded, the portal will be open to everybody to test his innovation on the regulatory sandbox. Thank you.
For our core members that were asking questions, and very good questions about what next initiatives, what next. One of our entrepreneurs here, Busy Mobile Payment Solutions, just told me that at the moment he has more than 40 youth core members with him. There is a new initiative they call the Busy Food Bank. And they are very open to receiving and mentoring and partnering and giving opportunities to youth core members. We're busy that like attached to Ganka so that you can have discussions with this giant of a man, not giant in height, or giant in enterprise. Thank you very much. You core members, that one is for you. Thank you. Yes, Haja, let's have the microphone there. Wait, thank you very much. After this, now we're just going to have the vote of thanks. And
the question was directed to me on the unification of the exchange rate. And it says that, why is it that it's after the unification of the exchange rate that the dollar is now expensive, or the dollar is on a higher rate than it was before? Okay, let me give you a scenario. Before the unification of the currency, there were several sales to the dollar, several codes to the dollar, different codes. BDC rate, government rate, so many codes to the dollar. And this is causing volatility in the foreign exchange market, to the extent that investors were not coming in because of that volatility. And you know, Nigeria, we don't have a culture of production in Nigeria, that we don't export. We are more on the import side. And we rely a lot on this dollar. And we have certain people as at that time that will go and buy the dollar at a government rate and then sell it to the public at a higher rate. And then the benefit does not cascade to the average Nigerian. And as at that time, those few people were the ones operating a kind of, let me say, an arbitrage. They will now sell the dollar. If CBN attempts to do anything, they will hoard the dollar and it will become scarce in the market. They will only bring it out when they want to. So they were kind of controlling the market, deciding how much the dollar should be sold. And there were very few, to the detriment of the larger Nigerian community. So what the CBN decided to do now is to collapse this rate, that there is no difference, because as at now, people don't even go to banks to look for dollar anymore, because the prices of the CBN rate and the black market rate is very negligible. The difference is very negligible. And sometimes even the price of the dollar in the black market is even higher than the CBN rate. Sorry, it's even slightly lower than the CBN rate. So with this collapse, there is convergence. And with every convergence, there is bound, the Naira is now getting to its true value. And with the reforms that CBN are bringing in, the Naira is stabilizing. Our foreign reserves have boosted to an unprecedented level. We are more getting foreign inflows. The Naira is beginning to stabilize and confidence is being restored in the foreign exchange market. In January this year, the CBN introduced the foreign exchange code, that is the FX code. This FX code is to bring transparency and sanity among all the foreign exchange market dealers. And this was based on 6 principles: ethics, governance, risk management, information sharing, and so on. This is to bring sanity and transparency so that whatever is being done in the foreign exchange market is transparent. Everybody is aware, willing buyer, willing seller. And with all the reforms that CBN is putting in place, I assure you that as we have already started seeing, the volatility in the Naira will be history, and the Naira will stabilize, and the foreign exchange would also, we are hoping that with all the, once the inflation rate stabilizes, the foreign exchange will also stabilize. Thank you so much.
Okay, hello. Thank you very much, Haja Hakama Sidi Ali. So please, at this point, you members, it is for you, moment. Director Kizo, kuma kun gama ansa tambayoyinku. Jama'a ku tafa musu. Kano, you have been wonderful. You have set the boundary so high. I do not know who is going to be able to surpass it, but we'll try. Every question I was asked, the questions that have not been read out here, Kano branch will reach out. It's going to be on the public accessible platform. They would be explained in detail and you will be able to access. But youth corps members, please come forward for your moment of photograph with the acting director, please. The youth corps members who have met, they are our heroes and heroines here today. Every other person here has been wonderful. But and after that, shortly, we are going to be calling the chairman of the CBN Fair Technical Committee, head of PR. Yes, no?
Okay, sorry. In addition to what I have said earlier, before the unification of the Naira, we saw a situation where the dollar was almost getting to 2,000. Now it is stabilizing and it will continue to stabilize. So the question that is with the unification that the Naira hiked, it's wrongly routed. The unification brought about stability in the volatility of the Naira, and we are seeing it gradually and surely coming down. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please, let's have you around the director. Corps members, let's arrange them. Yes. I'm going to throw out there from the part. It's partnership, right? Okay, we can get it done in this okay, we can take more. Let's have it. What's the name? Everybody. Really appreciate it. Chigaya, why you? I should come back. Okay. We under the sun. Well, let's do the anthem once again. Youths obey. Let us lift under the sun or in the rain. We Nigeria's house, Nigeria, we say. Even the director still remembers our own anthem. Yes. All right. After this, call members, you are done. Your please, director, remain there. Please, the BUK academic community is joining you there. Please, the BUK delegation, they are joining the director there on stage for the group photo. Then, please, thank you very much. BUK community. Bayero University community. Oh, what? You know something? They are going. Yes, some go up, some can go up. Please, some should go up. All right. Hey. You are here, bro. Sorry. Yes, delegation of the market leaders. Habib. Ahmadi. Sorry.
Da Allah 'yan kasuwar mu su zo nan za a ɗauki hoto da wakiliyar wannan babban banki na wakiliyar CBN. 'Yan kasuwa da mu da malamanmu da ciyamomi na 'yan kasuwa don Allah su hayo nan sama. Yawwa, su hayo a hau sama. Shugabancin 'yan kasuwa na jihar Kano a shigo a hau sama sosai. A hau sama, shugabancin 'yan kasuwa na jihar Kano da mu da malamanmu da ciyamominmu a hayo sama, a yi hoto da hajiya wakiliyar CBN Bank. Sakamakon abin alfahari ma 'yar Kano ce, 'yar Kano ce, kaga alhamdulillahi faduwa ta zo daidai da zama. Allah ya kawo mu kudurin da komai ya zama namu. Wakiliyar CBN 'yar Kano ce, kuma basharifiya mai son jihar Kano, mai son cigaban jihar Kano, wannan magana da ita duk hanyar da za a taimaki 'yan kasuwa na jihar Kano, dama ita 'yar Kano ce kuma taken gidansu kenan. Dan ba sai ce ga mijinta ba, amma sharifin Allah ne ba mu da sunansa ba. Allah ya saka gidan da alhairi. Don haka Allah ya azurta mu da hajiya a wannan babban banki namu, kuma daman shine tanadinta da tunaninta ya za a yi 'yan kasuwar jihar Kano su haɗu yadda za su amfani CBN. Akwai haƙoƙi da yawa namu a CBN. Allah ya saka hajiya da alheri. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim wa sallallahu ala nabiyil karim. Sakamakon irin jajircewa da irin hajjiya ta yi don tabbatar da haɗa babbar dangantaka tsakanin gwamnan babban bankin Najeriya da 'yan kasuwar jihar Kano, muna yabawa mai girma gwamnan babban banki bisa yadda yake kirikiri da sanya samu ci gaban 'yan kasuwa. Alhamdulillahi mai girma gwamnan babban bankin Najeriya, sakamakon gogewarsa da jajircewarsa mun samu sauƙi na dala, kuma dala ta tsaya a da sai ka ga cewar an bota shida kawai karuwa take yi, amma yanzu ƙasa take yi, kuma mun tabbatar da cewar ya shaida zai tabbatar da dala ta ƙara yin ƙasa. Kuma bi izinillahi ta'ala manyan kamfanin mu da suke karɓar Beirut Change, mun roƙi hajiya za ta gabatar wa mai girma babban bankin Najeriya a ce a haɓaɓɓaka wayan da aka rufe wannan abu da ake biya na miliyan 500 aka mai da shi abu. To muna roƙon Allah ya taimake mu akan haɗin gwiwa da za mu yi da bankin Najeriya don tabbatar da cewar an taimaki 'yan kasuwa na jihar Kano. Mu daɗa gode wa Allah, hajiya ce wakiliyarmu a cikin wannan babban banki, kuma kowace irin gudunmawa 'yan kasuwar jihar Kano ta ce kofa tana buɗe bisa ƙoƙarinta da jajircewarta daga inda ta fito kuma. To Allah mun gode, 'yar zauren kan tudu ce, matar Sharif ce, kuma jika Sharif ce. To hajiya Allah ya saka da alheri, kina ƙoƙari kuma muna tare da ke. muna tare da ke. Allah ya saka miki da alheri bisa kokarin gudunmawa. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. Wannan kyauta ce aka bawa mai girma gwamnan babban banki a matsayinmu na 'yan kasuwa na jihar Kano, bi izinillahi ta'ala bisa yadda muka saba duk mutumin da ya karrama mu ma za mu karrama shi. Alhamdulillahi, hajiya, wannan saƙonmu ya kai ga gwamnan babban banki, muna yaba kuma muna godewa. A hajiya, muna roƙon gwamnan babban banki a lokacin da zai zo ki jagorance mu mu je mu zauna da shi a Central Bank. Hajiya, wuƙa da nama tana hannunki, za mu je mu zauna da shi mu tattauna a matsayinki na uwar tafiya. Duk mutumin da yake Kano ɗan kasuwa ne, santa ce ta kasuwanci, kuma Allah ya azurta mu da irin ku, hajiya. Allah ya saka da alheri, muna godiya Allah da ya azurta mu da ke, hajiya. Assalamu alaikum.
To mu ma muna godiya. Muna godiya da wannan karramawa da kuka yi wa gwamnan babban bankin Najeriya, Mr. Ayemi Kadosu. Kano an santa cibiya ce ta kasuwanci. Cibiya ce ta amfani da sarrafa fata kala-kala. Babu irin fata ko irin takalmi ko wata jaka da za a yi amfani da ita a ƙasar waje da ba za a iya yin ta a Kano ba. Sannan kuma kasuwarmu, kasuwar kurmi, kasuwa ce da ɗaɗɗiya tun lokacin kasuwanci na Trans-Saharan Trade. Turawa suna zuwa, saboda haka ban yi mamaki ba da wannan girmamawa da nunawa cewa gwamnan babban bankin Najeriya kana taimakawa, hanyoyin da kake bi abubuwa suna sawwaka, dala yanzu ta tsaya, mutane da ƙasashen waje cinikayyan kuma yanzu turawan kuma da suke zuwa sayayyan kaya a kasuwannin kuma ya ƙaru. Saboda haka wannan insha Allah kuma abubuwan da CBN take yi, insha Allah dala za ta ci gaba da karyewa. Insha Allah rabbi. Wannan kuma kyauta da kuka bayar, ina ba ku tabbacin cewa har tsakar ofishin gwamnan babban bankin Najeriya za a kai. Hannu da hannu, kamar yadda kuka bani amana kai mishi hannu da hannu. Na karɓa, na shaida, zan kai mishi hannu da hannu. Allah ya saka da alheri. Allah ya saka da alheri. Muna fatan alheri a gare ku.
Allah ya saka da alheri.
Please, Kano Polytechnic, that community, please just come last. Finally, let's do this. Kano Poly, students and faculty, na Allah ku zo don direban ku na jiran ku. Kano Polytechnic, okay. It's not squeezed. That is Kano Polytechnic, please come here quickly, students and staff. Kano Poly students, come here. Come, and then we quickly take these, then you will go. Yes, when go there, let me bring them. All right. Aminu Busy, where are you? Where are these core members looking for Busy? Come here. Sharing from a platform. Mutanen Kano muna godiya. Thank you very much. We are very, very